Hello everyone, today is January 28th and I just wanted to come to you today with a quick video about Amazon, okay? I want to discuss, I've been getting a lot of questions about this and I wanted to just touch on Amazon and getting ungated and what that actually means and how it is important to get ungated at some point, but you do not need that to start off to be successful in the e-commerce business, okay? So with that said, I'm just going to go over some of the categories that Amazon doesn't allow you to sell in unless you are ungated, which means you are approved by them to sell certain products, certain categories. For example, groceries. You cannot just start on the Amazon platform and start selling groceries. You have to first get ungated, and then once you're ungated, which is approved by Amazon, then they'll allow you to start selling groceries. Okay, so I just wanted to touch on that because um, people want to know about getting ungated, how to go about it, and do you really need it? So I'm going to touch on all of those points today. So here, if you go onto Amazon, anybody can get this information. This is public information, okay? It just basically tell you the different categories that they have, okay? And then it has requirements for each category. Now, what you can do is you can get ungated by yourself, or you can pay someone to get you ungated. And if they're not able to get you ungated, they'll refund you your money back. It costs approximately $200 to $250 for each category to be ungated in. Okay, so it is pretty expensive, but it's worth it because once you're ungated, it's going to open up doors for you to sell things that you couldn't sell before, which is going to heighten your profits. Okay, so they have automotive, beauty, clothing, collectibles, collectible coins, books, entertainment collectibles, fine arts, gift cards, groceries, health and personal care, independent design, jewelry, luggage, travel accessories, major appliances, services, sexual wellness, shoes, handbags, sunglasses, sports, collectibles, textbook rentals, videos, watches, and wine. Okay, so the ones that are major that people should getting ungated in to start off, and you don't have to do all of them at one time, but you should work on it. Um, Beauty is one of them. Clothing and accessories, okay, is the other. Grocery and gourmet foods, health and personal care, um, sexual wellness, shoes, handbags, and sunglasses, and watches. You can do videos and DVD, Blu-rays. I haven't done that, but that may be something else you want to get into. And the reason why I say those things is because they are very profitable. It's easy to get ungated in those categories, and they're going to heighten up your profits. Okay, so with that said, some of these are easy for you to do on your own if you go to a YouTube video or go to Google how to get ungated in, like for example, beauty. Someone will give you step by step how to get ungated within a category. But if you don't want to go through the steps, you can just pay a company and they'll do it for you for 200 bucks. They will send in the information for you. And it normally takes 3 to 5 days to get ungated within that category. Now, the other thing is that I keep telling people, and people kind of don't understand, but I'm going to try to explain it the best way that I can. So let's say you go and you get ungated in shoes, handbags, and sunglasses. Okay, that does not mean you can sell every brand within that category. So, for example, you get approved in shoes, handbags, and sunglasses. Okay, that does not mean you can sell a Coach handbag. Okay, because that brand, you need to get approved to sell that brand. But you may be able to sell a Tommy Hilfiger bag. Okay, this is just an example. Um, And now, in order to get approved to sell that brand, you have to send in invoices to Amazon that's going to get you approved, or you contact the brand directly and send them in paperwork to get permission to sell that brand. Okay. So, another example, you get approved to sell groceries. That does not mean you can sell, for example, Heinz ketchup. Heinz, which is the brand, they may not allow you to sell that brand unless you contact and get approval directly from the brand, or you send the invoices into Amazon to get approved to sell within that category. Okay? So, with that said, just because you get approved to sell that category does not mean every brand is going to allow you to sell in that brand. For example, I can sell, I was approved last year in clothing and accessories. Okay. I cannot sell Nike, Nautica, nor Tommy Hilfiger. Those are restricted to me until I contact the company to get approval or I send my invoices in. And it's not a hard step, but it does take time to do. And sometimes it may take you more than one shot in order to do it right if you decide to do it on your own. The invoices, there has to be a certain amount of orders per invoice. It has to look a certain type of way. And you can get all of that information off of a YouTube video, or you can Google it. Okay. Make sure if you go into a YouTube video, you go to the most recent to make sure that you're not getting outdated information, because there is a ton of outdated information on YouTube. So I just wanted to pretty much go over that. I suggest for people when they first start to not get Ungated if you cannot afford it. If you can, do it. Start to sell stuff that you are already approved to sell, which is toys and some electronics and also some household goods. There are thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of items you can sell without being ungated. But at some point, you do want to get ungated because it opens up a whole nother door and profit margin for you. Okay. And this is something that I go over in my training when I do my one-on-ones, when I mentor people. I just let them know. I give people the ideas and the things that I started to sell when I first was started, that I didn't have to get ungated in, just to build up some profit in order to get ungated. Okay. So for, I want to say, 6 months, I wasn't ungated in anything. And then as I accumulated more and more money, I started to get ungated. And I am currently ungated in beauty, clothing and accessories, groceries, health and personal care. I'm also approved in shoes, handbags, and sunglasses. Okay. And I am thinking about getting ungated in videos, DVD, and Blu-ray this year. I'm also approved to sell watches. Okay. So this is just to give you a little bit of idea of what to do and the steps to take, and when you need to do it. It's not a rush. Everything happens in its season. So that means step by step. And I will make sure that I go over things with you step by step. But you just need to know that everything takes time and it comes together as long as you're consistent in the business and you do things in the right order. Nothing's a rush. It's just learn the business, and then as you grow, and also it's in the INFINii training. INFINii teaches you these things. It tells you these things. It tells you what to do and how to do it. And the group also can tell you where to go to get ungated and, things of that nature. I've learned this stuff in the INFINii training. Okay. So, pretty much who to contact, who's the cheapest and moves the fastest to get you ungated. That information we have. So INFINii, once again, I think it's one of the best platforms out there for e-commerce. It's affordable, and it's also going to help you build your account faster and start to earn profits faster. I still stand by that 100%. So my link is below if you'd like to get started. If you'd like more information, my contact information is as well. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my channel and stay connected. Thanks, and have a great night.